Hey coin collectors, and welcome to the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. And today we're going to talk about the Jefferson Nickels from 1988. We're going to talk about the Denver, the Philadelphia, and the San Francisco Mint nickels. And these are 5-cent coins from the United States of America. Has Jefferson facing to the left. It says, "In God we trust," in front of him. Liberty behind him. The year here, 1988. And down here you can see a P for Philadelphia. And you can see there's something wrong with the 8 on here. And you can also see that there's another dent up there. And if we tip it up onto its side a little bit, you can see it has a little bit of a gouge out of it. Let's get that. Yeah, so it's not great, but this is not actually a die crack. This is just damage that occurred at the mint. But it's kind of cool because it's moved the 8 over a little bit. I'm not sure that anybody would want to pay a whole lot of money for this, but this is clearly a damaged nickel that came in our uncirculated mint set, which had the Philly or P and the Denver or D coins with it. At Philly, doesn't surprise me that they have a couple that were messed up, because at Philly in 1988, they made 771 million of these, and they made them pretty quickly. So if you're looking for a high grade 1988 Philadelphia P coin, they have one that they've found at an MS67 Plus full steps. And that's probably worth thousands of dollars. We don't have a sale on it, but we would kind of estimate that from PCGS. We do have a sale with PCGS documented on a 1988 Denver nickel. At Denver, they didn't make 771 million, but they made 660 million. And at Denver, if you can get one at MS67 Plus, one sold for over $3,000. What about the San Francisco Mint coin? You saw that one earlier. And this is a really nice coin. It has a little bit of stuff on it, but that doesn't really detract as long as all the details are good. And these are really good details on here. So again, we see the Liberty behind him, the really nice star there. You tip it up, 1988. The S is a nice S. Down here underneath, we see an F and an S, and that's for Felix Schlag, who was the engraver of this coin. If we tip it up on its side, we see that it is copper and nickel blend coin. This coin weighs about 5 grams. Tip it over, we see it says E Pluribus Unum at the top, United States of America underneath, Monticello right here in the center, and then 5 cents here. And we see that if we magnified this, we have all of our steps here, a full steps version. The thing about the San Francisco Mint coins is they don't really rate them as full steps versions, because they all should be. In other words, a San Francisco Mint coin, because it's a proof coin, they rate them in proof status, not mint state status, and all of them should be full steps, and all of them should be rather good shape. In 1988, if you get a proof 69 deep cameo of this, which is as good as you can get except for one step, it's probably only worth about $15. How do I know that? Well, I looked them up, but also I'll show you one here from 1986. Same thing. It's a PCGS PR69 DCAM. Deep cameo is what that means, and you can see 86S. This coin is worth between $10 and $15, and it is fantastic. It's almost as good as you can get. It's just that in 1988, they found 6,330 proof 69s, 6,330 in 1988. In 1986, they actually found 7,000. So if you find 6,000 or 7,000 of a coin, the price is going to be really low. Now, one of the things I want to talk about is the mint marks on these. So, of course, this one here is a D for Denver. Not a great mint mark, but it's okay. There's a P for Philly, pretty good. There's the S, really nice mint mark on there. Now, the Philadelphia coins have not always had a mint mark on them. In fact, they did not have a mint mark on them until the 1940s when they made these silver ones. And I'll show you this one here. This is 1943. They put the P above the dome for Philly. And of course, in 1943, they didn't have the Felix Schlag FS initials underneath either, like we do now. That didn't come until the 1960s. So 1943, we did have a P on it. I think 42, 43, 44, and 45, there were P's on there for Philly. After that, they went back to the nothing for Philly until 1980. So 1980 was the first what we'd call modern year that has a P on it for Philly. So if you get one from 1946 to 1979, it won't have a P on it. It'll just have a blank, just like the pennies have. No mint marks on the Philadelphia coins before 1980. All right, and of course we know that they've changed the image a couple times. This was the first one they changed it to in 2005, the Jefferson image, and now there's even a new Jefferson. Not one of my favorites, the new Jefferson portrait, but it has changed with time, and we have to kind of move on. So these coins are great if you're trying to get a proof coin from the 1980s. They're not really valuable until you get up to proof 70. Proof 70 in this coin is worth somewhere around $75 to $100. All right, that's all we have today from DC Coin World International Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you have in the comments section.